All right, we'll get started. Call this meeting to order. Please rise. Salute the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mayor Klaus?
Here.
Mr. Ranieri?
Here.
Mr. Root?
Here.
Mrs. Kelly? Here. Mr. Farrell?
Here.
Mr. Mousakis?
Here.
Mr. Basur?
Here.
And Mr. Wright.
Okay, statement. Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given by the clerk in the following manner. 1, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on January 5th, 2016. And 2, emailed to the retrospect and current post on January 5th, 2016. Reports.
We have the report of the construction office for the month of May. A total of $29,776.07 was collected in permits and COs. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the treasurer's report for the period ending May 31st. Taxes collected, $1,572,694.33. Grants, $70,129.78. Total current fund revenue, $1,703,304.95. Disbursements for the month of May, $1,501,447.62. Sewer fund revenue, $13,916.69. And total sewer fund disbursements, $32,638.92. I have a report of the police chief for the month of May. A total of $137.16 was collected in accident discovery, solicitor report fees, and firearm permits. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the borough clerk for the month of May. A total of $4,929.80 was collected for various permits and dog and cat licenses. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the registrar for the month of May. A total of $3,398 was collected for death copies, marriage copies, and marriage licenses. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the municipal court for the month of April. A total of $13,394.41 was collected in fines. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the deputy fire chief, fire marshal for the month of May. Fire fees collected, $3,096. There were 70 total inspections. There were 125 EMS incidents and 40 fire incidents. There were 3 type 1 permits issued, and EMS fees for May, $31,874.79. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. Now the report of the tax collector, excuse me, for the month of May, total $1,190,381.62 collected in taxes, and sewer rentals, $13,916.69. And that's all I have.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the reports as given?
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Ms. Kelly. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Approval of minutes. A motion is ordered for the approval of minutes of the April 26, 2016 and May 3, 2016 meetings as submitted by the clerk, as each member received copies of the same. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Mr. Farrell. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion approved. Communications. You want to read them?
We have 2 notes.
Is your throat? You want me to
First
read?
one is from the Adesio family. Just saying, during a time like this, we realize how much our family and friends really mean to us. Your expression of sympathy will always be remembered. That was upon the death of former Mayor Adesio's wife, I believe. And the next one is from the Norcross family that states, Dear Mayor and Council, Donald and I want to thank you for the flowers you sent during this difficult time. Your kindness meant a great deal to our family. Sincerely, Andrea.
Okay. Is there a motion to receive the communications as read?
I so move.
I'll second that.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Ranieri. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Public hearing. This is for bond ordinance 16-05. This is a bond ordinance authorizing the completion of various capital improvements and the acquisition of capital equipment in and for the Borough of Runnemede, County of Camden, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $1,390,000. Therefore, authorize the issuance of general obligation bonds and bond anticipation notes for the Borough of Runnemede, in the county. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and state your name and address. Sure.
Michael Simon, 572 Sherrington Lane, Runnemede, New Jersey. I want to make a point that there's 2 members of the council missing. The only reason why I'm making the point is because they put Bob Farrell's name in the paper when he was missing in council. It was right there in the paper that's printed out in Gloucester City. So I don't know why the members were missing, but Bob Farrell got put when he was missing.
Okay. I don't think it matters. The way it works is we need a majority for this bond ordinance. We just need 4.
But how come Farrell's name in the paper?
Because the newspaper does whatever.
I mean, why was that?
Right?
This is only for this ordinance.
Yeah, we're only talking about this ordinance, but
This
we have enough
should be-
members. We have enough members for this. For the.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying that. Well, I put Bob Farrell's name in the paper when he was.
All right, we'll talk about it
He
then.
wasn't
Welfare.
Yeah, good and welfare.
We can talk about it later and find out why. I don't know the answer, Mike. Okay, anyone else wishing to speak on this bond ordinance? No? Seeing that, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Mr. Farrell. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the public portion is closed. Now I need a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to adopt on second and final reading and advertise according to law.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
4 ayes to absent.
Okay, this ordinance is adopted. Committee reports. Finance and Administration, Mr. Ranieri.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. I would like to, in Patty's absence, I'd like to go over her department, public events. She had wanted me to thank the mayor and council, along with everybody involved, for making this Memorial Day one of our very best ever in honoring our vets. Very hot day, but it was an awesome day. It was a great day.
What's that?
I think it was. We got our next few events are going to be as follows. June 22nd, our first summer concert at 6:30 outside the Harry Williams Building. The entertainment will be provided by the Greater Kensington String Band. Our next event is going to be July 1st. Barrington will once again be having fireworks. And Runnemede residents are invited to come out and enjoy these festivities. Our next event will be July 4th. The celebration starts at 9 a.m. at the Harry Williams Building. Starts with the bicycle parade, and prizes will be given out to the best decorated. Also at 9:30, the baby parade will start. Many prizes in multiple categories. Please be there by 9:15 to register, and this is rain or shine, because we'll have it inside if there's a problem. Then the main parade starts at 1 o'clock along the Blackhorse Pike, and it'll begin at Clemens Bridge Road. Our rain date will be July 5th. And last but not least, our July 20th festivity will be at the Harry Williams also, and we will have the Hagman String Band, is that correct? And that's it for public events. I want to get to my department.
Sure.
It's very quick. We already mentioned, we already passed the bond ordinance in the amount of $1,390,000 for the completion of various projects. This money is for some of the public works equipment that we're getting, which is really incredible equipment, very versatile and needed. Rich may go over some details if he has a chance. And also to take care of various Harry Williams projects, things along that nature.
Parking lot.
Parking lot, finish up out front from the pike and everything like that, so it'll look nice. And something else I wanted to mention was the second edition of our newsletter is almost complete. Patty, myself, and the mayor. Matter of fact, today we were working on it. We're putting a final few touches on it, and it's going to be really nice. Is it?
Yes.
It's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it. When should we back about a couple weeks?
I would hope within the next 2 weeks.
A couple weeks, we hope to get that out to you guys. And that's it. The rest is progress.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, public safety.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This mic is on.
Want to see if the switch, if you push the button or?
There it goes.
I'll push the button.
Oh, you know, you can just switch underneath. Yeah, underneath, you can switch it, and it'll stay on.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. EMS had 125 incidents in May. Our fire company responded to 40 fires in May. Our total fire and EMS fees year-to-date is $153,143.73. All inspections have been done on all the apparatus. There was no Narcan deployment in May. For our police department, we had 688 calls the month of May, 31 vehicle crashes, 161 arrests for the month of May, no Narcan deployments, and 1 drug arrest. I just wanted to mention to the congregation that's here that if you hadn't gone to the Memorial Day service, you really missed a wonderful event. It was very meaningful, and it was unbelievably attended by over 300 people. We had a huge crowd. The next VFW event is going to be on the 14th of June. It's Flag Day at 6 o'clock. If you have flags that have to be respectfully retired, they will do that evening. So it's the 14th of June at 6 o'clock at the VFW. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Engineering, Mr. Farrell.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to thank everyone who walked the streets for Mike and myself. Can't hear you.
You want this one? This one's on.
1, 2, here we go. Yes, I'd like to thank everyone who walked the streets and put door hangers on it for Mike and myself, and everybody in Runnemede that came out to vote, and voted for me and Mike too, which was great. Parking lot, we're waiting for the second phase of that, which is blacktop. And also we're waiting with great anticipation for the start of the Borough Hall, which Pop Associates are working out the details with that. So we're waiting for that. Also, Clemens Bridge Road, which is ongoing. Hopefully, I think they said when school let out, they were going to start blacktopping. So within the next couple of weeks, hopefully they'll start that, because that's been horrible. And all the rest, progress.
Thank you. Yes, we are remiss not to congratulate both you guys, Mr. Root and Mr. Farrell, for your victories yesterday. So, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Public Works, Mr. Root.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to go on caucus, but I just want to add about the deed restriction that was at the Green Acres. It's all, we have it in paper from the DEP. We have the paper in hand from the DEP, so everything can move on with the Green Acres. So if anybody had an issue with, I don't think the 8 people here had an issue with it, but we're all good to go. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Rest is proper.
Does anybody want to report from Mr. Lobenstein? He wasn't able to come tonight because of his daughter's, there was an award ceremony. Summer rec, you know anything about that, Mr. Root?
As summer rec is going on as planned, Alex Talaferro is going to be the coordinator, and he's going to hire all the kids that are going to work it. Joyce, do we got applications all go to the Volts?
The
If any came in?
applications are in Frank's office. I
Okay.
don't know what he picked up.
Yeah, I think he was,
Hurry up and move it, send over. I can't deliver it for Monday. A couple might have come in the past couple of days, but
All right. So Alex is doing all the hiring, and it's going to be at Volts this year. Like last year, it's running from 12 to 3 after the Volts program. We thought it would be better to do that than to compete with them and have 6 kids out there. So it moved a lot better last year, having the kids right after they stayed from the Volts program or came just to our program. It worked out good. We lowered the ages. So it was really good last year. And Alex did it last year, so hopefully we have the same progress that we had last year this year. Should be even a little more fun for the kids because it's at Bolts, bigger gym, more stuff at their hand, that they can play a lot more games and do a lot more music-related things. So the summer rec is going smooth as far as I know, and I think everything's going good with the fields, maintenance, they look good. Had a little hiccup last week. Sprinklers were on, and guys couldn't cut because the sprinklers were running. So we took care of that problem, but it may arise again because there's a lot of cooks in that kitchen. So anybody can put the sprinklers on. But other than that, everything seems to be, we had to replace the pitcher's mound for cutting the grass too low on pitcher's mound. Not too much grass on pitcher's mound, but they cut it. So we lost the pitcher's rubber, but that got replaced. And other than that, I think girls softball is going smooth. Fields look great. I hear nothing but compliments on the fields.
it looked
So good job to Harry and the boys. They're doing a real good job with that. And I think
Director, excuse me, what is the fees for the summer rec this year?
$60, same as last year. It's a 6-week program, so I don't think you could ever find any program that's $10 a week anywhere in the world, I'm pretty sure. They're third world prices here in the United States, you can't beat that. Yeah, so it's a nice 3-hour break from your kid if you want to send them in. And
educational.
very educational.
Just kids they take? Kids?
Just kids, dogs, they don't take dogs. Rest is progress.
Thank you. Okay, then. Administrator's report, Mr. Wright.
one follow-up on the summer rec program. The next, I think the program starts on the 27th.
I believe so, yes.
That starts June 27th.
Is our next council meeting. I guess the question would be, is the council going to do?
Can't hear you.
At caucus, you got to get the microphone closer to your face.
Oh, that's better, on top of it. Much better.
We'll appoint the counselors at the caucus meeting.
He's got to have.
We'll do it at the 27th.
Yeah, we'll appoint them on the caucus meeting. You'd have to do the list.
So the meeting's at the 28th?
Well, the next meeting we have, unless you do a special, is the 28th, so we'll have to do it effective the 27th.
I'll see that as a problem, do you? The
Refer
attorney?
that to Len.
I know. Okay, yeah, because our meeting's the 28th, they would start, their appointment would start on the 27th.
If Len has a problem with it, then Len can recommend that you have.
We'll have a special meeting.
Be
Okay.
on Len.
Can we lobby them?
You can lobby them, yes.
A couple of housekeeping items, Ms. Passio. It will be in the newsletter, but we've received a couple calls lately about it. The community yard sale is going to be on October 1st this year, and we'll put that on our Facebook calendar and our website calendar. The chipper, we had a nice storm blow through here today. They will run the chipper tomorrow afternoon after they do recycling. But on top of that, they're requesting, similar to white goods, that if residents have items that need to be chipped, that they just call the 939-5161 extension 1004 or send it through the web, their request, just get the address where it needs to be chipped, this way we can keep track of it.
Are you saying a process similar to the white goods? You're not?
Yes, similar to white goods.
Similar.
Property maintenance issues. This year we've been doing a pretty good job of cutting the grass of properties that have not been cut. We're using a third-party vendor, and I just want to point out for those who may not be aware of it, is that we can't just go out there on day one and cut the grass. It has to go through code enforcement first. They have to give them a 10-day notice. If they don't respond, then they get a court date. So it's a little bit of a process. Pretty much the current new ones are getting put on the list now, and prior ones are already on the list. So we're pretty much on top of that. I think we have about 15 properties out there being cut right now, and we'll keep adding to them. And the way that works is we pay our vendor, and then we tack a $250 fine on top of it. And if they don't pay it, then we put a lien on the property and we sell the tax sale. So that's not, we front the cash, but hopefully the money comes back. I think we're doing very well in last year's collection. So I think I mentioned, I wasn't here at the caucus, but one of the things that we're working on right now, I'm doing it through my Outlook. I have a sub-account for task and project management. And there's a lot of ideas on this council. There's a lot of ideas in the departments, even some coming from the community. And we need one place where we're keeping track of it, and that's going to be in my office. And I've already started building it out. Then what I will give you on a monthly basis is the status report of where everything stands. They'll be broken out by committees and other relevant factors to make sure the right people have the status reports. But other than that, we have our auditors coming in very soon, so we can meet our final benchmark for the year to get the audit in on time. So.
Audit in on time. Very good. Thank you. Solicitor's report, do you have anything?
Nothing to report.
Fine. Engineers report?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I submitted my report in writing, a few things to go over. Under general engineering, we met with Harry Wozump, the public works superintendent. There is an issue on Singley Avenue with the road sinking. We're trying to find out exactly what's going on, so we're going to go out and put in some survey benchmarks and start to monitor that to try and find out what is moving and what would be the appropriate repair. We just don't want to go out and throw some asphalt down and have it continue to sink, so we want to try and monitor what the situation is out there. Harry also wants us to give a proposal to do some topographic survey at the Public Works building and come up with a master plan for trying to improve that facility so that when we repave it, we're trying to think ahead instead of just paving something and then have it come back and we have to repave it to fix the drain. So we're looking to get a proposal in to do that. I've been working with Borough Clerk. She is coming up with a revised ordinance for flood damage prevention. And I just got an email back from her today. I just haven't had a chance to look at it.
Okay, so we'll put that on next month then?
Well, we're waiting for feedback from Mark and from Chris Mecca also has it.
Okay.
So we're working with Joyce on that. The CDBG project for 2nd Avenue and Central Avenue, we're finishing the design. We're expecting to go out to bid in June, and it would be constructed in August before school starts since it's right adjacent to the school. The building demolition project next door, we had submitted a payment recommendation for the base repair work that was done, and we are currently working with the contractor to take care of some punch list items so that we can release the retainage for that. Right now, the only thing on the punch list is the damaged fence that is out there. He is trying to work with the vendor that you used to install that fence, and then once he gets the information on that, he'll get those 2 sections replaced. The parking lot site plan, we're at about 95% design right now. I want to have one more meeting with the engineering committee before we go out for bid, but we're anticipating on advertising on Monday the 13th. Bids would be received on Thursday, June 30th, and that would hopefully be able to be awarded at the July 5th council meeting if we get good bids on that project. So that's the schedule for that. The Borough Hall safety improvements and space planning here, our architects are currently working on getting plans to go out to bid for that. We had an engineering committee last week, and we're looking to put out a base bid to put in the vestibule for the new entrance, and then also put the shell up for the future elevator and the atrium for that. And that would be the base bid, and we would have an alternate to do the finishes of that atrium, and hopefully we would be able to get all that work accomplished. But at a minimum, we want the exterior of the building to be complete so that the parking lot and the exterior of the building can be done at the same time. And the South Oakland Avenue project, the DOT project, We submitted a letter to mayor and council recommending release of retainage as that project was completed. Nothing new on the sanitary sewer slip lining or the public works building. The only addition I have for the escrow inspections, we have had a meeting with the Cali Court contractor. He is moving forward with getting the generator installed at the pump station. We marked out the location for the concrete pad for the generator this past Monday. He's looking to install the conduit for the electrical feeds and pour the pad, put the fence around the pump station, and finish all the landscaping so it will look like a finished project. We are just waiting for the generator to come in. It's about a 6-week lead time for the generator that's going to go out there. Once the generator comes in, we'll just plop it on the concrete pad, and that will finish out that project. And then we'll be able to dedicate the street to the borough, and we'll be able to turn over the pump station and the drainage basin to the homeowners association.
You know if the generator's been ordered?
It has been ordered. I've been told I do not have a purchase order. I'm trying to get a copy of that.
It's been a process.
It's been a process, but at least there's progress being made. There's some paint stripes out there for where the pad's going to go. And I think he was pulling the permit, the electrical permit had to be pulled. He was going to stop in at Borough Hall and take care of that.
Okay.
And I'll try and keep you up to date. And the Borough put a fence around
Yes.
there that's semi-secure.
Semis.
And that concludes my report unless anybody has any questions on anything.
Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, old business, we have none. Public comment on agenda items. This is an opportunity for those in the audience, if you'd like to ask any questions before we vote on the next 7 or 8 resolutions. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come to the microphone on these agenda items. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I so move.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Root. All in favor? Public portion. All right, new business. Resolution 16-68. It's a resolution to canceling all taxes on Block 124, Lot 9.01 due to a totally disabled vet application approved by the assessor. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Mr. Root. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Neary?
Yes.
And Mr. Root?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
All right, this resolution is adopted. Resolution 1669 is a resolution adjusting sewer account, an overpayment of $84. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Farrell. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
And Mr. Neary?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
This resolution is adopted. Resolution 16-70 is a resolution authorizing a clothing bin.
Yes, somebody met the threshold.
They met the threshold.
This is over by, you know where the 2 are that we approved recently? The
113 West Clemens Bridge Road, retired peace officers charity.
that's the charity, that's not where, it's the shopping center across from the empty lot that we fully got our own. People park, there's 2 right here,
Okay.
they're going. Well, this one is in the actual parking lot of the shopping center. It met these requirements.
Is there a motion?
I so move.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Farrell. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
And Mr. Root?
No.
3-1.
3 ayes, 1 no, and 2 absent.
Okay, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 1671 is a resolution requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriations.
It's in chapter 159, that adds something to the budget, it's a
Mr.
clean
Wright?
communities.
Oh, clean communities, okay. $20,129 being injected into the 2016 budget. Is there a motion?
I so move.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Ranieri. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
All right, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 1672 is a resolution authorizing the disposal of borough property which has no value.
This is, it's actually, we're donated two to the fire department for training. One we already approved a while ago, and this is the,
The Ford Expedition, the
Yes.
2000,
Right.
okay, 2000 Ford Expedition. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Root, second by Mr. Ranieri. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrell,
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly,
Yes.
Mr. Ranieri,
Yes.
and Mr. Rudy.
Yes.
Four ayes, two absent.
Resolution is adopted. Yes.
On 1673, I request a change of one word, change the word donation to contribution.
Contribution, okay. It's a better word.
Where is that?
It's in the second line. Whereas the Borough of Runnemede has decided to make a contribution in the amount of $1,000 as part of a shared service.
Noted.
Okay, so Resolution 1673 is a resolution authorizing a contribution to the Borough of Barrington for fireworks. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second
Motion by Mr. Root, second by Mr. Farrell. Any discussion? This is our yearly contribution. We help our neighbor to put on their fireworks show, and they give us credit for sharing the cost.
And they welcome us.
They do.
The building.
Yes,
festivities.
welcome us to be there. Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Farrell,
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly,
Yes.
Mr. Ranieri,
Yes.
and Mr. Rudy.
Yes.
Four ayes, two
All
absent.
right, so resolution is adopted. Okay, I didn't see the resolutions for the two requests from the engineering department. We want to put on the resolution for the payment for the request for the vendor for the parking lot and the release of retainage for the US DOT money for Oakland Avenue. Has that already been done?
I think that's just payment of bills. I don't.
That's payment of bills? That's fine. Okay. And what do we have next?
1674,
1674, resolution confirming 2016 appointments.
it's Philip Corman, a promotion to part-time EMS supervisor, retro 4116, 1325 per hour.
Okay, is there a motion?
I so move.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Ranieri. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly,
Yes.
Mr. Farrell,
Yes.
Mr. Root,
Yes.
and Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Four ayes, two
All
absent.
right, the resolution is adopted.
Now we have all these other ones to put on.
Okay,
We have a resolution to purchase a 2015, or should that be 16? 15 Ford Police Interceptor in the amount of $31,910. That's
Okay.
state contract. State contract is 88728.
okay. Resolution 16-75, 2015 Ford Police Interceptor, $31,910, state contract 88728. Is there a motion to approve?
I so move.
Okay, motion by Ms. Kelly,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Ranieri. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly,
Yes.
Mr. Farrell,
Yes.
Mr. Root,
Yes.
and Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
4 ayes, 2
All
absent.
right, the resolution is adopted. Okay, what's the next one?
And the next one is authorization to purchase a 2016 F-350 extended cab, four-wheel drive. Is that good enough? What is it? Is it a Ford?
Utility
It's
truck.
got like 10 lines for it.
Is it F-350 or
Is it a
Ford? What did you say,
Ford?
450?
Is it a Ford?
Yes, yeah, Ford.
It never says that it's a Ford.
A Ford F-450?
F3.
F-350, utility body?
I guess F means Ford, I don't know.
For the
Fire department.
fire department, okay. So resolution 16
This is the fire
is the
department?
fire department.
I'm so confused from your email.
Yeah, resolution 1676 is authorization of a 2016 F-350 utility
The amount
body.
of $41,458.
41,000.
Same contract.
State contract, yes, number, where is that one?
A88.
888758.
A88758. Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
And Mr. Neary?
Yes.
Okay.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
Resolution is adopted. Is there one more?
Yeah, there's another one. There is an authorization to enter into a shared services agreement for shared information technology services with the Runnemede School District for the period July 1st through June 30th of 2017. And I don't know what the amount is, Rich. Is it in here somewhere?
It's that rate, isn't it?
Is it a rate?
5,000 per quarter.
5,000 per quarter. Okay.
It's the same- Basically, it's the same one that was approved earlier in the year, just the school year is now.
Okay.
re-up.
And this is a savings. You're doing very well. Okay, Resolution 1677 is a shared service for internet IT consulting with the Runnemede School District going from July 1st to June 30th, 2017 at a rate of $5,000 per quarter. Is there a motion to approve?
I so move.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Ranieri. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
All
4 ayes, 2 absent.
right, this resolution is adopted. Is that it?
That's it, right?
Any more? Okay. Okay, let's see. There's a request authorization to submit an application to the New Jersey State Firemen's Association for Christopher J. Thomas. Is anybody, can you tell me about that a little bit more?
Yeah, that's
Just,
the application, you do these all the time.
For the contract?
You have to approve it, and I have to sign off on it.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve this application?
I make a motion to approve.
Okay. Is there a second? Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Farrell. Roll call, please. Oh, no. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the authorization is approved. Payment of bills. Someone make a motion by Mr. Root to pay the monthly bills. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Farrell.
Who made the motion?
Motion by Mr. Root, seconded by Mr. Farrell. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
And Mr. Root.
Yes.
4 ayes.
Payment of bills will commence. Good and welfare. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address.
Yeah, Michael Simon, resident, 572 Durrington Lane, Runnemede, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm objecting to everything, every resolution passed 1674, 1675, 76, 77, 78, whatever you did, because it isn't here on paper, and we as residents of Runnemede can't read what you're doing.
Well,
Okay,
it's
you're
just-
talking about it, you're approving money without letting the residents know what's going on. You're approving all this money, okay? You as council members, but you're not letting the people of Runnemede know what you're doing. It's, nothing's here. It isn't here.
Let me explain. What I did is we have a public portion before we vote on these resolutions to allow people to ask about them.
When was that?
Remember the portion where I asked that anyone wanted to speak on the new business, and it was only on these upcoming resolutions? And the resolutions are only by title because it gives us the ability to change them. So we don't always, we don't hand out the actual resolution until there's a motion to approve it and then it's actually voted on. So what you're getting is, for example, Resolution 1672.
No, I know. I'm not talking.
Give me an example of one.
I'm talking about page 75 on. From 75, there's nothing here.
Oh, 75.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We walked those on because they were late to our meeting. These were, just to make it clear, all these items had been discussed previously. The police vehicle had been brought up for, Ms. Kelly, how long?
Many times, many times.
6 months. Now, the vehicle is in.
Oh,
So we had
okay.
already discussed the
Oh, okay.
vehicle. Now we're actually writing the check
Yeah,
out.
what I'm saying is there was nothing here on paper. from
Oh, I
75 on.
apologize,
I'm not objecting to, I mean, it's not here. You're just saying, well, we're spending this much money, we're spending that much money, we're doing this, we're doing that. Well, great, but it should be on paper.
This
here.
was, you can beat up Mr. Wright later. This was after.
Mr. Wright did it, then it's okay. If Mr. Wright did it, then okay, that's what you have to
Before he
say.
can write the checks, he needs to make sure that.
Oh, Mr. Wright did it, okay, then everything's all right.
One of the main reasons why police vehicle, we bought a 2015 leftover, instead of 2016, which myself and Mr. Wright,
Well-
we saved $2,000 a vehicle of taxpayers' money.
Yes, well, there's no-
We made that change.
Yeah, Chief, there's no explanation. Mr. Wright did it. There's no explanation.
Says
Because I know that he's right. I'm sorry. Come on.
This is now
Thanks, Mike.
welfare.
I figured
Yeah,
you guys would go.
yeah, welfare, no longer. Chief.
Patty Adair, 680 Hirsch Avenue, Runnemede, New Jersey. Talking on behalf of Sustainable Jersey, I just want everybody to know our application is submitted for the first round,
Very good.
waiting for reviews. And thank you, Mayor, for signing the Mayor's Wellness Campaign so we can get moving on exercising and stuff in town.
I expect you to be on Davis Road running with me now.
Yeah, okay, I know. I'm also here for Clean Communities. I just wanted to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to complete my class for Clean Communities.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, thank you. And I also wanted to read what I was supposed to read, his mayor and council that I had to sublist and it didn't work very well. New Jersey Clean Communities is a statewide comprehensive litter abatement program serving New Jersey residents and visitors for over 25 years. It was created by the passing of the Clean Communities Act in 1986. This program is funded by a tax placed on 15 categories of businesses that may produce litter-generating products. The fund generates about $18 million each year. After allocating $375,000 to the New Jersey Clean Communities Council to administer its programs, the balance is distributed to municipalities 80%, counties 10%, and state parks 10%. Our money that is allotted to our borough is used for specific things such as 25% of it gets used for repairs of the equipment, and 25% is used for storm drain cleaning and supplies. The rest can be used on enforcement, education, and cleanups. There are a lot of new things that will be happening this year. Please check the borough website, the borough Facebook page, and Clean Communities Runnemede Facebook page. Mark your calendars for September 17th because we're planning an all-day cleanup plus the Green Fair. And my email and phone number is on the borough website and the Clean Communities page. And thanks to that nice tax, we got almost a $3,000 increase on our Clean Communities money this year.
Yes, we do.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
Anyone else wish to speak?
I'm Beverly Willis, I live on 9 West 7th Avenue. I live next to the vape store. The parking lot, I've been calling nonstop, they don't put their trash out. I think we were speaking about it, but I've had to call Keith Knight over and over again. They came out 3 weeks ago to clean up the property, the grass was high, they had a Christmas tree out there.
Now, who cleaned it up? Was it us or was it?
The town did, because I kept calling and calling. There was a Christmas tree out there from 2014. There was 2 dead animal carcasses flat on the ground. I took my dog up to walk her there, by there. So now, since they came to clean up, he has not put the trash out. I have pictures here. The trash today, the wind went everywhere. There was boxes to keep, and they came out again today to pick up, but they only picked up half the stuff. My yard's got packing peanuts all over it. McDonald's, there's rats over there, there's squirrels, there's birds eating at it. Purposely, I took pictures earlier today, I took my dog on a walk, purposely put another bag out there, not tied up, those black bags, trash is falling out of it all over the place. It looks like a shithole over there. Everybody, the whole neighbors are in an uproar. And they're saying this is starting to look like Camden here. And another issue I have, when I walk my dog,
Have you ever gone in, you live next door, have you ever talked to this gentleman and see this gentleman? I mean, what is his
It's
excuse?
a corporation, so now they find him, but he doesn't show up for court.
Yes.
They asked him to paint the building, he painted one side and then just left it. This guy is unbelievable. Then I heard that on the...
Excuse me, which store is
The
it?
This is the vape store.
I think Lynn's already been advised of some of this, just to let you know. We've heard this a little bit.
But I saw on the website that he's selling counterfeit goods there too. I was gonna call the FBI because I've had enough to hear with him. I'm over the top. I might ready to rip his head off. I was thinking about getting all the trash and piling it on his car so he couldn't leave. It's ridiculous. It's every day and there's food. He's putting food in there and there's animals in there. Like last night, actually, he put a bag out And this morning I woke up, it was ripped up. It had to be raccoons, rats, I don't know what the hell was in there last night. But it's all over. They had boxes, purposely, boxes.
Is this possible for us to get the health department involved in this?
This issue is being addressed. As a matter of fact, I was out there yesterday, I was out there this morning, I called Public Works and had them come out and clean up. I'm gonna double check it because
I have
Sandy
videos
picked up
right
half
there.
of it, I'm gonna be upset.
If
But-
you've seen it every day.
Right, we're at the point now where we are going to, every time the trash isn't put out, or it's not put out in compliance with the code, we're gonna send our crew over there, and we're going to pick it up ourselves, and we're going to charge for the time and the men and equipment, and we're gonna put a $250 administrative fee on it, and we're gonna put a lien on the truck. So.
Does he own the building too?
No, this is for Blue.
And
Yeah,
Mr.
but
Rollins, and this is a tenant?
I believe he's the vape store owner is Mr. Wu.
Same person?
I would bet on.
You think he just created a corporation to?
Yeah, because his building's sitting there empty, why the hell not have a vape store, and at least he's getting income that way.
Chief Livery, Pete Knight and I discussed this a couple weeks ago, and we have a plan of action, and if you'll bear with us a little bit, you will see us much more.
Oh, there's another thing, the side of the building, he's got like this, concrete, like smokestack, I don't know what it's for, it's ready to fall apart. Like, I called the fire inspector on him because there's all electrical wires hanging in the store with junction boxes. He called me back and assured me that they weren't live wires. But I'm just trying to get him in trouble because now I've had to deal with him. Like, I'll do anything right now.
Okay.
Get him. Also, another thing, I walked my dog and I found like 6 hypodermic needles, and here's a surprise, all empty drug bags up in the Black Horse Pike. Some of them had drugs in it. So I brought them here if you want. Every day I walk my dog, I mean, huh?
Chief,
I got a red report.
I'm sorry.
Turn 'em into the
I
police
see-
department.
I don't have a kid to get a hold of this, and the syringe is still, every time I.
and this is along the Black Horse Pike where you're walking?
On Black Horse
Do
Pike.
yourself a favor, please don't.
Don't pick 'em up.
Pick 'em up. You
Just
don't
leave
even
'em
know.
there?
Yes, you don't know what's in them, it's.
I know there's one with the thing on there, I never
Please
even heard of it.
don't pick 'em up.
All right.
What should happen with it?
Just leave them all over.
She should call.
Seriously,
Borough.
because if you call the police, they're not gonna pick them up.
Yeah,
I call
don't
it-
pick up something like that.
I call every time there's a hypodermic needle when they come again. There's
Good.
like
But
6
they won't.
in the past 10 months, 6.
Just call us, we'll come and get it for you.
All right, so you can dispose of this?
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any drugs in it, I don't want them.
All right.
All right, that's.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I'm done. Good for you.
Without power right now, just saying. I want to thank, yes, I've had no power since 9:30 this morning, yes, it's 17, I knew tomorrow. Mr. Wright, I want to thank him, out loud, you know, I call everyone out when they do something wrong, but I had to call him like 12 times in 2 weeks, and he came all 12 times. If he didn't come immediately, it was for the special needs Camden County dance, and there were issues, and I literally had to call him like 12 times, and 6 of the times I needed him, and he was there within minutes. And I'm talking hours like 9:30 at night and 9 o'clock in the morning, so I appreciate it. The issues were all resolved, and I thank him very much.
What were some of the issues?
Well, like, we don't have enough tables,
Okay.
and then we borrowed tables, and
I remember.
yes, so much thanks. Yes, I was getting, you know, much thanks to you.
Tables.
And then the other thing is with regard to, you know, trash and upkeep. So Mr. Knight has addressed this situation, and it did actually come to court, but I think something more needs to happen. There's a home on the corner diagonally from me. It's on the corner of Clements Bridge and Oakland, and there's 17 adults living in the house.
Okay.
Now, when it came to court, they claimed to all be family, and they are not, and they've changed. It's a home no bigger than mine. I live with 3 children in the home, and sometimes I feel like it's not big enough for me. They converted a garage into living space, and there are lots of people. They have family meetings, home meetings in the garage over parking spots. They become very heated. I'm not going to call the police to come out and break up a fight over people that probably are not living in this country legally, number one, and number 2, are literally fighting over there being too many adults with too many cars to park in the driveway. They have ample street parking, but they all want to park their vehicles in the driveway. This happens frequently. These arguments happen frequently, And they put their trash, you know, I believe that what the Borough of Runnemede, what you as council have done to eliminate trash being out all week is wonderful. People put their trash out on Monday nights for Tuesday pickup. They put their trash out for Wednesday, they put their recycling back Wednesday for Thursday. These people, as soon as the trash truck pulls away, they're walking out the door and it's sitting on the curb all week long. So it comes to court and they tell the judge, I sat through this, they told the judge they were all family, okay? So.
But how does that allow them to keep the trash out, because that's against?
No, I'm saying these are all the things. So this is what happened this past weekend. They mowed the side lawn, so they mowed South Oakland Avenue. It looked wonderful. When I look out my front door, it looks wonderful. You go to the corner, you go to turn left, the grass is up to the top of the bottom of the window. So very nicely, when the gentleman got home from his gas station on the pipe on Clemens Bridge, I said to him, hey, what happened to the lawnmower when you went to cut the front grass? And he said, that family didn't cut their grass. And I said, okay, I'm gonna remind you, as I sat in your court, that you're all one family. So I'm gonna suggest that you go get your family's lawnmower and cut that grass, or I will go to the borough Monday morning. Now, they did go out and cut the grass immediately, like they were out at 7 o'clock in the morning before it started raining on Sunday. But what can you do? What can anyone do when clearly they are not all one family? And all they do is come to court and say they are. There's a different owner. I already checked, the owner for the property doesn't live there.
It's another health department.
Is it? It's really, it needs addressing like that.
Well, Keith has been,
It's been, yes.
A couple of years.
When they first moved in, Mr. Bernie Moore was still on council, and he went out immediately after I addressed it at the meeting. They moved in on a Sunday, and a Sunday morning, and when I came to the council meeting on Tuesday, their stuff was still outside, and it had rained, and so the stuff was wet and blowing all over. He actually drove there that night. So, I mean, this goes back, and it's getting much worse. Like I said, as soon as the trash truck pulls away, they're putting trash out, so it's remaining for a whole week, because the recycle people are looking at it and they're saying, this isn't recyclables, this is trash.
this is out your front door to the right.
Out my front door across the street to the right. So it's directly across from, like Food Plus.
Yeah.
You know, it's the corner property. It used to be a doctor's office from what I understand. So the office, which was in the basement, is an apartment. But like when they first bought the house, they have corrected it because I told them, I said, it's an eyesore. They had paper towel boxes separating they put where the kitchen sink was. They must have put a kitchen sink like exactly opposite, and a paper towel box was the wall in between. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not good for this town. It's great to see that the house is occupied, but not in that. And I know that Mr. Ranieri has friends next door, and I know that they're experiencing, issues. I know they are. It's just very sad, and I think we should address it. The homeowner of the building is the one, they had their fruit trucks and their taxi cabs were parked all outside a few years ago. So Chief Daly actually came over and explained to them that there was an ordinance that they couldn't park all of their businesses' vehicles along the street. And they do, when you tell them something, they do adhere to the rules, so to speak. Obviously, Mr. Knight has been out there. Obviously, they're not getting some of it. I don't know what he did, but they got it. They're not getting anything else, and it's truly bad.
Maybe we're gonna visit them again.
Yeah, please. Maybe you could handle that. But anyway, thank you. Mr. Ranieri, someone, I don't even remember who it was because I'm trying to deal with the... Yeah. Somebody just said me, and the Mr. Ranieri guy. So I just like it that everybody's name is being heard, and I hope that everything remains in a good fire. And the sign came down, thank you. That no turn, it came down. And South Reed has a street sign, and South Oakland still doesn't. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hey, how about that turn you made the other day? Did you almost hit the cone? I saw cones out there today. Are we finally going to take the metal plate off the Phillips?
Where was that?
You know what I'm talking about?
I can explain that.
No, I don't want an explanation. I just want to know who go away.
Because I told the resident that lives at the top that it would be done in 2 weeks, and I went to Harry and I said, it's been almost 6
2
months.
months. Just saying.
What property?
Where you made the U-turn? Phillips and...
I know everybody's watching me, but when did I?
No, you were watching me cut my grass, Mayor!
When we had to do the emergency repair,
Yeah.
they found that manhole under.
Oh, that was the hidden manhole.
And
Yeah.
they had the concrete seat that goes underneath of it was on back order, so that's why it took so long. And then they went to a convention and found out there's a better product that costs much less, so they changed the product. So
Gotcha.
you could give
It was
us an
just funny,
update.
because I was like, it's been a couple months, and then the mayor actually had to turn down that street, and I was like, oh, I wonder if we'll get it fixed now that I saw cones yesterday.
Is it done? Because I saw two of the sewer trucks out there on the GPS.
I didn't go by that street today.
It might be done now.
Ah, nice,
But
nice.
I was not
Well,
happy.
thank you all, I appreciate it.
Anyone else wish to
Where's my
speak?
street sign then? What's that?
All right, seeing no one else, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I so move.
Yes.
Is there a second? Second. Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Root. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the public portion is closed. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Motion by Mr. Root, second by Mr. Farrell. All in favor?
Aye.